Hey everyone. I am here to talk to you just a little bit about some things that have been on my mind for a while. And I contemplated having an employee meeting and have just decided that this is the easiest way to make sure everybody hears the same thing. So I'm going to attempt the video route again. So by the time you see this, you should have some papers, you can follow along with those as I go through them. They're kind of a way that you can yeah, just kind of see where I'm heading. And I apologize, my hair's wet. I was out in the rain. Um, all right, so basically, I want you guys to realize and to remember that um, customer service is kind of our thing at the warehouse market. If you know that, some of you may remember, some of you are newer, maybe don't know, but about a year ago, we got the best of the best in Atmore on the Atmore Advanced Readers Poll for customer service. And so that was real awesome to me. I was really happy about that, and it's something that I'm very excited to be known for. I do think that in today's day and age that customer service has really suffered a lot of places. Um, Ava and I the other night had gone bowling and we wanted to go out to get a drink afterwards, and we waited so long at Sonic we finally pulled out. We pulled into Starbucks at 9:01 and they came on the thing to tell us they were closed. And we waited so long at McDonald's that we drove away. And so there's a need in this community. I believe it's just kind of like a vacuum for good customer service. And I think that whatever business is willing to fill it is going to fill it. And I want that to be us. So on the paper that you have that says customer service culture, I want to just read over this statement, and then I want to go over some things related to it. Um, you can take notes as you want as we go along. The warehouse market and bakery recognizes that customers are the backbone of our business. Without them, there is no cash flow and subsequently no need for employees. We ask that our employees work as individuals and as a group with customers always first and foremost in their minds. We believe that customers should always expect quality of product and service every single time they visit our store. And I could add, no matter what time of day they visit our store. As such, we adhere to the following principles to help guide our focus toward our customers. So basically, what I'm saying is that I would like you guys to kind of keep that culture in mind all the time. That is the most important thing to me, um, and I want it to be the most important thing to you all. It's very, very easy for me to fix a problem that involves, someone has overtime. Well, I hate it, but I can pay it. Someone can make a phone call and say, hey, I'm running a few minutes late. That is much, much easier to fix than an irate customer or a bad review online. And those things are not pleasant, and I don't want to have to deal with them. All right, so basically, these notes then go into the principal said we're going to have them as that they're going to expect quality of product and quality of service. So basically, the customer focused product means there's three bullet points here. Basically, one of them is that we're going to try to have an attractive product. Obviously, we use Dutch Valley, we use Woodford Acre, both of whom I feel very, very comfortable with the product. It is a good product. I trust their purchasing teams. I trust that they're going to be quick to refund things that don't look good or don't taste good or are off or open or whatever. So we know that the product we're getting in is by and large a good product. So then it's up to us to continue with that. So there's just a couple notes, and there may be plenty more, but spills over the edge of packaging wiped off. Often when the soup gets boxed or bowled up at the end of the day, it sometimes looks gross, like the soup went over the edge. We need to take the few extra minutes just to get that stuff cleaned up and looking good. Um, Same thing if it happens, crab dip, anything, like we need to make sure we're cleaning things off. The label neat and in the correct direction. Most people, it's just second nature to put the label in the right direction, and I'm trying to do better. I'm an offender for putting them on quickly and crooked, but if we can try to do that, it's going to look good. And then, of course, obviously, if you're in the store and you see a place where the shelves can be fronted, um, and if the shelves look dusty, we have the little dusters, you can grab them and clean. But that is a way to ensure that the product looks attractive. If you start fronting shelves, you're going to find that when you go into Walmart, you go into Dollar General, you just naturally try to front their shelves for them. And it's an amazing difference in how the product looks. Second, we're going to always try to have fresh product. We're going to try to rotate the bulk products. Obviously, I hope that everyone's doing that. There are, times that I'll say, take that, when you put that new stuff out, take the stuff that's out there already and mark it down. I know how fast things sell. Some of you know, hey, these look off colored or they don't look good together. Well, then by all means, let's put them off and put, 10, 20% off on them. There's nothing wrong with them other than maybe color, or they don't look good with the new product. The bakery items, that's part of why we mark them down each day, is because we want customers to be able to depend on the fact that it's fresh. And also we know there's no preservatives in it, and we don't want to run into things molding on our watch. And then obviously as you're in the store, sometimes those of you that are working that green dot position in the store, we just keep checking to make sure that the products that are there are not out of date. I just checked again. I think it was the nut thins, and they were all quite a long ways out except for one kind, and there were 3 or 4 boxes of that. So, I think if you get in the habit of doing that, you're going to kind of know, hey, those are not anywhere near being outdated, or I might need to check those, periodically. And then the final thing that I have on here for as far as the customer focused product is that you try to use the appropriate price point. We can make a big difference. Matter of fact, most companies, that's how they're dealing with inflation, is they're changing your price point. I mean, your size. So where you might have had a 15-ounce bag of chips, now you have a 13-ounce bag of chips that went up in price a little, but it also went down in size, and so therefore you're not as shocked with the price. We're not necessarily trying to do that, but remember, once it gets over $5 or $6, it looks way too expensive. I mean, there are a few things that just can't be helped. Things like spelt berries, it's just expensive. And people that are getting that know that is expensive. But we're going to try to choose the correct container size. So that means basically, if we get a new thing in, or if you're not sure, there's nothing on the shelf, you're always welcome to pack one of something and then put it on the scale and just kind of get an idea where you are with the price point. But that is why we're using, different size boxes. And it's part of why we switched to the smaller boxes, the 6-ounce boxes for the spices, is because I felt like the 8 ounces was a little bit much for a lot of people. And I do think that we're probably selling as much, if not more, spices now than we were in the bigger container. These have what looks to people like a seal. And it is a good seal. I mean, they don't know that we can open them, but it's a good seal, and it's a little bit smaller, which is more in line with what people need for their shakers and whatever they have at home. All right, so that's where that is. If you have any questions about that, it's pretty self-explanatory. As a general rule, we really don't have any issues, I don't think, with the product, other than just getting out of the habit of checking for cleanliness and neatness, and remembering that affects our customer's experience, how the product looks. Okay, so most of the time we're going to spend on the next one, which is customer focused service. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this particular video so I don't have such big videos to upload, and then I'll start back on that.